One thing that you've said is that so many things from like anti-aging to environment, things like that, it's always a battle of good versus evil. What do you mean by that?
Well, you do research. I started my research in 1974. I was professor of chemistry at Roosevelt University in Chicago. We applied various different single things to animals, cancer-prone animals, like humans, and we got good results. But for me, it's interesting to know if I apply something from the time of birth that I would get good results. Doesn't mean anything for me, right? So I'm using all the different possibilities to get the maximum results. And what we did then was we took a group of cancer-prone animals, Swiss albino mice. They are used for cancer studies. They get percentage-wise cancer, the same as humans and so on. We put a group of animals under all the right conditions, good cages, carbon-filtered drinking water, a special diet that I put together, antioxidants, vitamins, etc., etc. They were also made to do exercise 3 times per week in a rotating drum. And then we have a group of animals that are subjected to all the wrong things, all the mistakes. We actually nicknamed them the average businessman, right? But then some businessmen complain about it. Anyway, but naturally, the animals subjected to all the wrong conditions did not get any vitamins or minerals and so on. They received regular tap water for drinking water, a little bit high in fat and high in sugar, only a very little bit, right? They didn't do any exercise, and we blew cigarette smoke through the cages. And when we do that, Professor Taraskin looked at my studies where I was doing, and he said, you're going to get about 100% in average lifespan. Whoa, I didn't think I'd get that much. But anyway, we wound up getting about 96%, right? Magnificent. It overlaps nicely with the human model. Because if you take the average human lifespan, let's say 74, you extrapolate back to people who are extremely overweight, don't do any exercise and smoke cigarettes, you come out to about 58. Now 100% of 58 is 116, which is right in the range, the maximum range for human lifespan, 110 to 120, right? But more important, guess what happens if you do the same experiment again without the exercise in the positive group? Everything drops by 50%. That means the exercise is as good as everything else you can come up with, from quality nutrition to stress management to vitamin supplements and so on and so on. I mean, it is really, it is amazing, right? I mean, we talked about, in one of my previous interviews with you, we talked about my heart recovery. I had an extreme car accident, extreme side impact. Young kid had bought an oversized truck 2 hours before. It turned out it had ruptured parts of my heart. My heart was so whacked out of shape. It was just, I mean, extreme atrial fibrillation. My left atrium was bubbled out, twice the normal size. My capacity of my heart to pump out was only 28%. Well, applying all the right conditions to that, I'm totally back to normal. And one of the key things, normally with cardiovascular, right? Oh, yeah, you got to be careful, don't do this, and slowly, and blah, blah, blah. This friend of mine, Olympic trainer, Marine, don't ever see former Marine, right? I'm Marine. Hans, get off your blank, 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 and do some very good exercise, weightlifting. And it worked. I just had my evaluation done again. My left atrium is 3.7 in the normal range. Less than 3.9 is normal. I'm totally normal rhythm sinus. And my ejection fraction at my age is 78%. I'm almost 80, right? And I'm classified as high-performing athlete. As a matter of fact, in our area, I participated with some fitness events. And out of 5 30-year-olds, I left 4 of them behind. No? What more do I want? I have my health. I fly. I'm back to flying my airplane. I ride my horse. All I need is money.